let's jump to the CLG Dignitas series. I want to touch on that third place match quickly because that's probably the second Gauntlet match. Maybe FlyQuest can do something crazy.
I believe in FlyQuest.
You're going to take FlyQuest against Dignitas.
I believe in them. You just look at that team atmosphere. Even though they 6-12 in the regular season, that's not that great.
33%.
The morale is up in that team. It's not. They seem like they're pretty good friends. They definitely have that feeling that there is nothing to lose for them in this gauntlet. I mean, there is zero pressure on this team. If they win game 1, people are going to be like, oh wow, they won a game. But I believe in them.
They won't win game 1. But yeah, the CLG Dignitas series. Something that Dignitas did that wasn't overly impressive was they kind of tried to duplicate what Immortals did, and that was throw Omar God off their game. But CLG prepared for this fantastically. In the game 2, when Omar God was on Zac, which we know is a weak starting jungler, you see CLG ready to collapse on them when they're going to invade. And even Alpha moves coming from across the map to get ready to pick them off and get a couple early kills for CLG. So CLG, again, they're good at creating a game plan and executing it, but it's not always, you know, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I don't know with CLG. It's very confusing.
Yeah, they like to really. They did a really good job of prepping those early games, and they got ahead before the laning phase even started in a lot of those games against Dignitas. But I mean, that's not something they're really going to be able to do in the Gauntlet. No. You're going to have 12 hours to prepare for a team, if that, because you're not going to know who you're going to play. There's no point in preparing for both. I mean, maybe for the first match, just because they'll have had so much time to do it. Maybe you're preparing for Dig and for FlyQuest, have a little something for both. But I mean, a level 1 or something like that is something you can run against any team. Doesn't matter who you're playing. So again, it's kind of just having game plan for your team. Doesn't matter who you're playing. That was the main thing against Dignitas, though, was CLG's early game. And yeah, they didn't leave Omar God out to dry, and Omar God had a pretty good series.
He had a 17 KDA in that series.
A very good series.
Yeah, not bad at all from Omar God, and he played 3 different champions, not just Gregus.
Whoa!
He hit the Zac and Sejuani as well, right? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you got your star player,
Huhi.
Not Aframu, Huhi, exactly, and he's as consistent as it gets for CLG. No matter what they're doing, it seems like Hui's the guy who you can kind of rely on to attempt to carry the games. Also, Darshan has been performing steadily on these carry top laners, even though everyone else is playing tanks. He's still whipping out Jax and Camille, which I like to see. Gives them an added dimension in terms of carry stuff. So, I don't know. CLG could do anything in this gauntlet. They could win. They could get 3-0'd in the first match.
They're probably the only team where I'm confident in saying they could 3-0 a team, and I'm equally as confident in saying they could get 3-0'd.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think any other team has that high-low disparity as CLG, but the fact that Huhi is their most consistent guy it's just the total opposite of when they were at MSI, got second place there. It was basically every player but Huhi was super consistent, playing really well, and Huhi was almost like, well, he's a great team guy. He'll make sacrifices for the team. People were making fun of his Azir ults and stuff like that, and now the script has pretty much flipped. He's the most consistent guy. With other guys have been consistent. Darshan and Stixxay have been pretty solid for them, but he's the most consistent guy. Yeah. He's their MVP. I mean, his champion pool is immense. He's got these weird champions like Vel'Koz and Aurelion Sol who draw bans consistently, but the important thing is he can also play these meta champions. So he must be an amazing luxury for Coach Zix to have in pick ban. But CLG, I don't know. I don't know what version of that team is going to show up in the Gauntlet.